Peak 100.1 is proud to present Local Artist Spotlight live from Studio C, our new show that gets your favorite local bands and musicians into our studio and onto the airwaves. Unforgettable live performances with amazing and personal interviews. Live from Studio C is the place to discover your next favorite local band. Tune in to Peak 100.1 on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. to hear exclusive interviews and songs from these amazing local artists. Time to shine a spotlight on our amazing local bands. Live from Studio C, Wednesdays at 6:30, only on Peak 100.1. This show is brought to you in part by Kaleidoscope Red Rocks. Keep up to date with their latest shows on our website. If you want to be featured on Live from Studio C, you can send us an email to psa@myradioplace.com.
Well, thank you, Becca. I've been traveling such a long, long time. On many paths there seems to be no reason or rhyme. Life could be hard, but a touch so soft. Passions can rise and the fireworks can go off now. I could take the heat burning down that road, but then the fire subsided and I was left out in the cold. I said it gets so cold. Love could be lost, as a matter of fact. People change and sometimes they don't come back now. I know it's not supposed to be this way. All the pain and tears in the crew gets played. Now listen, where's the magic to turn rubble into gold? If we don't find it very soon, we'll all be left out in the cold. I said it gets so cold, yes it does. I keep playing the blues, and the blues keep playing me. I got 3 chords, I got to tune to set me free now. A bright cloud by day, and a fire in the night. That's what you've been to me, in the darkness and the light. Up against a hope, and believe to be so bold. Say that you won't go and leave me out there in the cold. I said it gets so cold. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't leave me out. Won't leave me out. Won't leave me out there in the cold. Don't leave me out. You won't leave me out. Won't leave me out there in the cold. I've been traveling such a long, long time. On many paths there seems to be no reason or rhyme. Life could be hard, but that touch so soft. Passions can rise and the fireworks can go off now. I could take the heat, turn down that road, but then the fire subsided and I said the fire subsided. The fire subsided. And I know you won't leave me out there in the cold. No, 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 no.
Another very special episode of Local Artist Spotlight live from Studio C. It's your friend Becca here from Peak 100.1, and I'm joined by one of my really good friends, Mr. JR. How you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing great in spite of myself.
I love it. JR is a legendary musician here in the Verde Valley. He's a local legend, actually. He's been all over the place, but I'm so glad that you have your home here in the Verde Valley and you spoil us with good music all of the time.
Well, for 21 years, 1 month, and like 13 days I'm on since I've been here.
Wow, that's incredible. And JR plays all over the Verde Valley. There's not a venue that hasn't seen his face or isn't familiar with him. How long have you been playing music in your life?
Since 1967.
Wow.
I know, it's scary, ain't it?
It is. Well, you know, I've never known that time. Tell us a little bit about getting started in the late 60s and how different it is now, really.
Oh, the things that now people take for granted or they actually plagiarize and or do remakes of, it was happening then.
Oh, wow.
The creativity was off the charts. The experimentation of not just music, but recording and sound and the whole thing. It was just a whole nother world, you know, where, you know, it was just a whole nother world. There was no pitch correction. There was no like if you went out and played, you better be good. So I practiced 6 to 8 hours a day, and that was not uncommon for my peers.
Wow.
And my
How many bands would you say you've been in over the years?
Oh, probably about 50.
Wow, that's crazy. So solo-wise, JR, how many albums have you gotten in the studio and gotten to record?
Probably 12, I think.
Awesome.
I lost count after 9 or 10. I'm working on another one right now.
Hey.
I went back to my roots. I stripped down. I did a lot of production with, you know, all kinds of musicians. I stripped it down now to where it's more acoustic with maybe a little percussion and, you know, some backup vocals, maybe a violin and a flute. I'm going back to my roots where I started.
I'm here for it, man, because if it's anything like what you just played for me here in the studio, I'm going to be the first one to buy it for sure.
You don't have to buy it, I'll give it to you.
Oh, see, even better. That's why I love my friend JR.
There we go.
So tell me about playing in the Verde Valley. You go out gigging all the time. You play, what, 3-hour gigs normally?
Yes, some of them are 2-hour gigs, but most of them are 3. That's pretty much par for the course in this area.
Yeah. How do you feel about playing a 3-hour gig? Do you like it? Do you prefer a shorter gig?
Oh, always musicians prefer shorter gigs. One, if you're playing 3 to 5 gigs a week, which is what I'm doing, and if you're doing a lot of singing, no matter how good a singer you are, sometimes it does put a strain. Some of the gigs are totally unplugged. When I mean unplugged, I mean zero amplification for guitar or vocals or instruments. So I do some unplugged gigs. I'm doing one this Wednesday, free concert at the Clark Gill Memorial Library, 2 to 3:30. So there's a good example.
Wow.
No equipment. You walk in, it's
just you and your
natural.
instrument. Yep. Both of your instruments, your voice and your guitar.
Exactly. So sometimes the voice gets a little strained, but you know what? It's a lot less complex, and it's real. I mean, it's like there's no like you're not getting away with anything. You know?
Exactly. There's nowhere to hide except behind the neck of your guitar. Exactly.
That's correct.
So you've been playing out here in the Verde Valley for over 20 years. There's been venues that have come and gone and changed names, changed management, and all of that jazz. Right now, what are some of your favorite venues to play out here?
Well, I have to say, and I'm not getting paid for this. This is totally off.
This is not a paid promotion.
This is not a paid promotion. It's what do you call that? A caveat or a qualifier. Anyway, Copper Jackalope.
In Old Town Cottonwood.
Yes. I love it outdoors there in the patio. I actually played a Mexican restaurant regularly, I Chihuahua.
Nice.
Besides their food, but it's a really nice venue. People actually listen.
That's good.
And they engage, and they come up and, you know, hey man, you know this song, you do this and all. And the people just seem to be very receptive there. And Haviland Leap Winery right in Page Springs.
Awesome.
In Cornville. It's a really great venue. I've been playing there for 20 years.
That's amazing.
And so, there's so many good venues. I mean, I don't want to leave anybody, but
shout out to all the venues. We'll take our percentage as soon as this video airs.
Yeah, send me all my checks.
Please. Yeah, please. That's awesome. I love it. How do you feel that the crowd response is overall every time you go out and play? I can't imagine anybody not liking what you play.
It's always enthusiastic, and sometimes, I mean, people have said they've had a religious experience. I mean, they run tears because of the lyrics of the songs or the tonality of your music, depending on what style of music. It's more contemplative, meditative. And I've had people come up to me literally in tears, you know, doing instrumental concerts where I did solo concerts.
Yeah.
And they said, it brought me back to my childhood. Or, you know, one girl, I did a country song. It was semi-autobiographical about my own life. and called Tough and Tender on my country album. And she came up, stood right in front of me, and tears were pouring down her, and she just shook her head and walked out.
Wow.
I mean, meaning because she was going through that. And so it's identification. Music, like people say, it's my music. Like, oh man, I'm listening to my music. Well, they didn't write it or record it, but they identify. Identification is so important with the arts.
Yep.
It's like absolute. It's absolute. When you identify, and that's why people respond, and that's why they, they pass the mucho dinero,
I love it. JR has that way about him where he's everybody's friend, he's everybody's good pal, and he's always there to show up with a guitar anytime you need him. I can't tell you how many times I've run into JR out in town, and he's booking several gigs all at once with different people. Yeah, I could play a few minutes there, I could play a few minutes there. And then you've even been getting into hosting your own open mic night. Tell me about that.
Well, it's been on the back burner for now, but it was at the Public Tap Room, which is a really nice venue, actually. I like it. But they put it on hold for now because of the summer.
Yeah.
I was going to say because of the winter.
Because of the weather, though.
More people come out in the fall and the winter. So we'll see how that goes. But thanks for asking.
Yeah, the Public Tap Room. I got to go out to one of your open mics there, and that is such a cool venue to play in. But you are literally in a beer factory when you're sitting in there.
Yes.
So the cooler months will promote more open mic nights and shows over at the Public Tap Room. Love them here in Cottonwood. Well, JR, thank you so much for stopping by. Tell the folks, where can we find your music? Is it anywhere posted online?
Well, not really. And that I'm working on that. I have to get someone. I am what's called, a TC, technologically challenged.
And he is a real Renaissance man. So, let's have Peak 100.1 be the home to find JR's music.
There we go.
We'll get more of it posted, more of it published for you. I'll help you set up a Spotify account because you need one.
Well, God bless you, Becca. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm playing at just at the library, Clarksville Memorial Library, 2 to 3:30 this Wednesday, free concert. And then I'm playing, hold on.
He's got it. He's got it right.
I'm playing at the Public Tap Room with someone else 4 to 7 this Friday, and Saturday I'm playing at Chihuahua. So
I love
all the aforementioned.
You can find him all around the town of Cottonwood and all over the Verde Valley. My friend JR, thank you so much for coming in, and be sure to stay tuned to Peak 100.1.
Thank you so much. I was looking through my scrapbook. It was just the other day. I was searching through the pages to see what they would say. When some couple leaves fell headlong to the floor right from a page. They moved to share a message like some long forgotten sage. Dead leaves have fallen all around me. The trees do whisper of the past. Resting on the ground, the leaves remind me of a life gone by so very fast. Life can be so fragile, like an eggshell in our hand. It can sift right through our fingers like so many grains of sand. Like the leaves that crumble slowly as I pick them off the floor. We can only grasp each moment for, but know that what's in store. The leaves have fallen all around me. The trees do whisper of the past. Resting on the ground, the leaves remind me of a life gone by so very fast. I was looking in my scrapbook, it was just the other day. I was searching through the pages of the book I am today. There are chapters I devote, there are things I do regret, but the present is my scrapbook and the picture's mine to say. The leaves have fallen all around me. The trees do speak to me at last. resting on the ground, the leaves to call me. The life I have within my grasp to lead